This is a video setup of the flipper remote control. We're going to set up this remote to operate a Sony LCD TV and a Motorola set-top box. First, we slide down the sliding door and we are going to set up the TV. The Sony is code 244, so we press and hold the TV button until the light turns solid. And then we enter 244. 244. You'll note the light flashes once after each entry. The light turns off, and so we test the TV. The volume is working, and we'll also test the on-off. And the on-off is working. TV sometimes take a second or two to both turn off and turn on. So there we turned it back on. It'll take a second for the picture to come up. Now we're going to go on to the set-top box. The set-top box is either a cable or satellite receiver. That's how the signal comes in. Now, Flipper is preset to most Motorola set-top boxes. So to see if we have the correct code for your set-top box, if it is a Motorola, just press and release the set-top box once. The light flashes, and we'll test this. And we do have the right code for this set-top box. Now, if you have a different set-top box, for instance, if you're using a DirecTV satellite, or you have a Scientific Atlanta, you follow the same instructions as before for the TV. So you press and hold the STB button until the light turns solid. The code for this is 495, so we'll enter 495. The light turns off, and then we test it, and it's working. The channel is switching. Now we'll enter dual mode. In dual mode, the on-off will work both the TV and the cable box. The channel will work the cable box, and the volume will work the TV. To enter dual mode, you just press and release the add button once. So now we test it. The volume is working the TV. The channel is working the set-top box, the Motorola. I'm not going to turn it off for purposes of the demonstration. Now we're going to enter some favorite channels. I'm only going to enter 3 just for the setup. The way we enter favorite channels is we press and hold the STB and the add button at the same time till the light turns solid. Then we enter our channels. For the demonstration, I'm going to enter 402, and then we press add. And then the next channel, 416. Add, and we'll do a third. 439. Add. You can enter up to 30 of your favorite channels. For purposes of the demo, we're just going to do 3. To exit the setting, we just press the STB. The red light turns off. Now we're going to test it. There's our first favorite channel, 402. And our second is 416, and our third is 439. We're going to go back into dual mode, pressing and releasing add. So now we're in dual mode, and now we're going to lock the remote. To lock the remote, you just press add until the light turns solid and enter 955. The light will blink a couple times and turn off. Now, by locking the remote, you can press STB or add, and it will not affect the setup. This way it prevents inadvertent reprogramming of the flipper or of the TV. You slide the door shut, and we're ready to operate the remote. The volume will be working the TV, and the channel will be working the set-top box, and the on-off will operate both. Now, for best results, it's important to have both the TV and the set-top box placed close to one another. It is also important to have them be unobstructed from where the user is using flipper. This is because the remote operates in IR, infrared, which is a frequency of the visible light spectrum, so you need a direct line of sight for the remote to work. So once you're finished, if you want to make changes, we can unlock the remote by pressing and holding the add button until the light turns solid. and then the unlock code is 956. The light will flash a couple times. Now we have the ability to do other features. One thing that you may want to do is go back to regular channel mode, which will sequence through the channels according to the set-top box. In order to do that, you press and hold the DEL button and the dash button at the same time until the light blinks a couple times, and then release both. Now we'll just go in numeric sequence according to the channel lineup of the set-top box. If by chance, we're going to go back into favorite channel mode by pressing DEL and dash until the light blinks a couple times. Now, if by chance you want to make an adjustment to the favorite channel mode and delete a channel, you press and hold the STB and the delete button until the light turns solid. And we'll take one out. We're going to take out 416. So we enter 416, and then we press DEL. DEL is for delete. We only wanted to do that one, so we press STB again, and we just check our work. So that was 439. That was 402. And we're back to 439. We took out 416.